Today's tour is through our current exhibition entitled April Showers. The first in this tour are two works by Simon Andrew. Simon was born in England and now lives in Hamilton, Ontario. His works are painterly and have a moodiness that evokes a sense of wonder. He largely paints in oils, but has been known to dabble in both watercolor and encaustic. Moving along, we see a piece by Mel Bolan, this ceramic sculpture, and then off to the left, two pieces side by side by Regina 5 artist Kenneth Lougheed. Lougheed was head of the art department at the University of Regina in the 1950s and 60s. These two whimsical pieces are from a later series that was inspired by his daughter playing in a studio. Moving along, we see a sculpture by Isla Burns on the left, and on the wall here is a work by Steve Meny, well-known salmon arm artist, entitled Poultry Barn. Next are two sculptures by Dorian Steinberg, another sculpture by Isla Burns, and two pieces on the right, floral pieces by Robert LeMay. Robert is Edmonton artist, studied at the University of Alberta. LeMay has always been drawn to the classical Renaissance painters, and hence he uses the chiaroscuro technique of lighting from that era, but with a contemporary subject matter with these still lifes, largely macroscopic florals currently. The next, we move on to the left. In the distance are four pieces by Dorothy Knowles, two pieces stacked on this pillar by Simon Andrew, a wall piece by Isla Burns, steel, and moving further to the left on this gray wall we have a series of works by Hilda Uman. Hilda is one of our newer artists to the gallery. She lives just outside of Toronto. She has a passion for gardening and hence her passion for flower painting. They're much like small portraitures of clippings from her garden. These lovely pieces are on oil on board, and each has their own personality. The next grouping we move on to are a series of four pieces by Jennifer Horniak. Jennifer Horniak immigrated to Canada when she was 23. She now lives in Montreal and has a wonderful sense of color, composition, and intensity of her work, which is unmistakable. Her works are bold and almost abstract, alluding to the subject and allowing you, the viewer, to interpret the work, so that each time the painting presents new. She works both in floral and figurative. This is an example of one of her figurative pieces. As we move along the gallery, we see in the distance on two walls two works by Gregory Hardy. On the right here are two works by Bill Duma. Standing lone wall is Diana Zazadny, two stacked works. These two landscape pieces on the far back wall are from the Lake Lorange region, where Gregory Hardy spends a large amount of his time in the summers. He's known for his popcorn clouds and his pearlescent paints, which create a wonderful luminescent and silver lining in his paintings. Flanking on either side of this piece are three works by Elsa Mayhew, Victoria artist. Moving along, we have four pieces on this wall on the left by Dorothy Knowles. Dorothy is known for her watercolors, however has painted in all subject matters, and these four oils are from her garden. She did a series of garden works from her studio in the 80s and 90s. And the last artist we are to share in our tour is Brent Laycock. Brent Laycock is a Calgary artist and is also known for his watercolors and acrylic landscape painting. This is a landscape of the Waterton region, which he frequents often in the summer.